Debbie here, and I wanted to share a bit of an energy update with you from a metaphysical perspective. I'm certainly not the wise woman of the world telling you how to live and feel and be. It's more about how I'm seeing the world at the moment from a metaphysical and energetic perspective. And you'd have to be hiding under a bit of a rock if you didn't look at the state of the world sometimes and silently blow up inside. We have a lot of great things happening here and a lot of really destructive things happening here. And the human world with the latest news like the Epstein files or, politics and countries at war and human trafficking and child abuse and parents killing kids and kids killing parents. And there's, if you focus on what the mainstream news shows you, and their reality and facts, of course, although sometimes the media does make stuff up, but if you focus on what is happening, you can feel a little bit lost and a bit stuck. And even though your first thought might be to worry or to feel bad or to have negative feelings, whilst that they are true and real and human, I want to think about the other perspective of how you could show up in the world on an energetic level. Because if you physically are in a position to do something about some of these world disasters, like maybe bringing aid to countries that need it, or you're a lawmaker or a policy maker, or maybe you're like myself and you do your bit for the community. I rescue horses and rehab them. I have a school teaching people how to do good things in the world. Of course, if you can make change, right action in the right moment, that's fantastic. But let's look deeper at the physical, the metaphysical world, because we aren't just physical, even though we are a spirit having an incarnation in a human avatar, which is physical. We have a metaphysical side to us. And on the energy level of things, we can project and send worry and anxiety and fear and negativity to what's happening in the world around us, which, not saying that's bad or wrong. We could do that. But I want to flip it over and talk about it's actually a holy rebellion to thrive here. Think about it. If you thought that the way that the world operates on its money system, on its corruption system, on the sometimes lack of value on human life, if you thought that was normal and well and right, you're probably a little bit dysfunctional and mentally unwell. So to actually thrive here, it is a holy rebellion. It's an internal spiritual rebellion to thrive here as a human being. And how do we do that? Well, there's lots of different ways, but one of the ways that is really important is to think about the concept that you are an energy fractal. You are source energy. You are one of 8 billion light globes, spirits of humans floating around the world, let alone the animal kingdom, the insect kingdom, the plant system kingdom. So as my partner James would say, you have a light globe of spirit within you. And if you want to allow that world to dim that and darken that, then that's a choice. But you could do the opposite. You could actually do that holy rebellion and light up your light globe and to feed it with good stuff and to nourish it. And if you think about all those light globes, like lights in a house all over the world, if we all light up a little bit, we all come into more of a powerful state, then we affect the greater consciousness. We affect everything around us in a better way. So when I show up in a better way, everyone gets a better piece of Debbie. So I want you to think about for yourself what that means. It could be staying calm and clean and regulated. It could be, being beautiful to your human friends and family. It could be changing your career into something that's more conscious and good. A lot of people are shifting their careers, shifting where their passions are, finding their meaning and purpose, wanting to do good in the world, and that can just be from any angle. It doesn't have to be from healing or counseling or coaching. I had one of my beautiful clients that owns a PR agency that helps compromised communities elevate their voices, or I've got people that I know that work in Amazon that are looking at micro strategies for impoverished communities. So it's just about how you show up and spread that beautiful contribution into the world, and you thrive individually as a human. And I've written a couple of notes here. Think about what you're able to do here. You can carve out your own quantum reality. I mean, you are swimming in a sea of the quantum, right? You can carve out your own quantum reality to learn how to manifest, to learn how to create, and to learn how to elevate here. So if you actually throw your attention and focus on that, while still being aware that there's things going on in the world, and still taking right action in the right moment, of course, and if you can physically affect change, great. But there's so much more in the metaphysical that we could do and be and access that we don't even always realize we have. And when we start really playing in that field, that's where the game changes. So can you imagine a whole bunch of conscious people fighting that holy rebellion together and actually being clean and clear and anchored and grounded on their life purpose, on their mission, being kind to your fellow family members, human, plants, animals as well, and starting to operate from that level. That is another paradigm. It's another parallel identity or reality that you're connecting to, and that is what actually starts to, I guess, heal the world on a greater level. So just a thought around where you're putting your attention and your focus. I don't watch a lot of the news and the mainstream negative media. I do tune into it here and there to keep abreast of it, but I certainly don't allow myself to get lost in it or stuck in it. And the other rule that I have is I don't engage with people that are drama queens or have drama entities playing out. I don't give my time and energy in my personal life to investing in other people's dramas, because I know that makes me heavy and that I don't show up better as a teacher and as a mentor and as someone that helps people every day. So just a few tips to think about. And this year is a great opportunity to be in your fire, to be in your passion. There's a lot of talk about the year of the fire horse, but what about if you actually take that on board on a very personal level and say, what is my fire? What is my passion? What lights me up? And really focus on that trajectory for the rest of 2026. Good luck with that.